If you're traveling over the passes today, yes, it will be snowy. And for the rest of us, rainy, on and off rainy. That's been the theme overnight and early this morning. Radar over the last 3 hours showing that. And the live scan now shows snow up in the Cascades. Snow level today around 3,500 feet. So below the Cascade passes, and rain up and down the I-5 corridor, and on and off rainy at the coast. And here's a look at the setup now. We've got one low pressure here that's working its way right on up the Washington coastline, and that will continue to lift northward as we go through the day. We get a little break in the action, but there is some more energy out here over the Pacific that will drive another front through the region late Tuesday and Wednesday. And that means tomorrow, Monday might actually wind up being a mostly dry day for a lot of us here in Western Oregon. But in any event, this is what's going on over the last 6 hours. Lots of rain and mountain snow across the west coast this morning, and we'll walk you through the day with Futurecast. Here we are at 9 again. Occasional to frequent rain or showers and snow in the Cascades, and that continues through the noon hour and into the late afternoon. You can see the wind flow, by the way, around this low. The low itself is weakening, but the winds are still pretty gusty. We've had wind gusts over 35 to 40 miles an hour in the mid-Willamette Valley this morning, and I suspect that'll be the case as we go into the late morning hours here across the metro area. So a breezy and wet Sunday. Eventually the rain tapers off from south to north, and then we start to dry out a little bit as we go into the day tomorrow. All right, in terms of the wind, east wind right now on, out in the gorge, and it'll be gusty there for the morning hours out of the east, and then it'll shift to the south this afternoon. Southeast wind at PDX. Look at Salem and McMinnville. McMinnville right now, the sustained wind is out of the south to 24. So again, a breezy morning out there for sure. And Futurecast shows by this afternoon that those breezy south winds work their way into the metro area, Hillsborough, Portland, and all the way up the I-5 corridor. We could have 20 to 30 mile an hour gusts today. So kind of a raw Sunday for sure. We mentioned snow up in the mountain. Here's the live look from Timberline up at 6,000 feet on Mount Hood. Fresh snow in the parking lot. Not a lot overnight, but it will pick up and it will be fairly steady up there throughout the day. So we do have a winter weather advisory for the South Washington and the Central and North Oregon Cascades until 10 p.m. A good 2 to 8 inches up there above 4,000 feet. Here is a live look from Government Camp, just shy of 4,000 feet. And you can see, unlike yesterday where it was wet, it is now snow covered. So travel in that direction obviously is going to be a bit wintry with snow levels again down to about 3,500 feet and several additional inches of accumulation down to pass level today. All right, at the beach, rainy and occasionally breezy. Southeast winds 20 to 30 with highs not going very far from where you are right now, near 50. In the Columbia River Gorge, a breezy east wind west end of the gorge. For most folks, that will turn southerly this afternoon, and the rain will be occasionally, more than occasionally, fairly steady, I think, at least for the morning. Central Oregon, chance of a few mixed rain and snow showers, temperatures in the mid-40s for Bend. And as we hop over the Cascades, the forecast in eastern Oregon, you can see temperatures today getting into the mid-30s in Burns. Baker City gets to 40, Pendleton to about 50. And up and down the I-5 corridor, temperatures are not going very far today, probably upper 40s at best. All right, tomorrow, MLK Day, Monday. A lot of folks going out and doing a little,
volunteer
work
sure.
is the word I was looking for.
A day of volunteer.
It's a little slow. A day of service and a day of volunteer
service,
work.
right.
And I think the weather's going to cooperate for some outdoor stuff because I do have a shower chance there, but I think for the most part, the Willamette Valley is going to be generally dry tomorrow with the next system coming in late in the day on Tuesday and Wednesday. There's actually a few more dry days in that 7-day forecast than
I'd like to see a little more sun towards the end.
That's like the first in 3 weeks.
Hope it holds.
There you go.
Cross your fingers.
Yeah.
That's great. Thanks, Chris.